Patrick Kerr, our guest, New York neck specialist, as we talk some of the head and neck injuries in football. Tell us about what you've developed, and I know it's being used by a couple of NFL teams. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Jets and the Giants in the New York area. How does that work? What inspired you to get moving on this, and then what was the process like once you came up with the idea to actually get it on the field?
So when I was playing high school football, actually Pop Warner football, I used to use a towel and wrap it around my neck before I'd put my shoulder pads on because I always felt very vulnerable in the neck area for some reason. I used to play linebacker in Pop Warner and continued through high school and into college. When I got to high school, I used one of those white Adams rolls. And the white Adams rolls are a pretty soft piece of material, and a lot of people use it for cosmetic purposes to kind of look cool or mean or whatever. Howie Long had it halfway down his back, Jack Lambert. All these players, a number of players were using it in the 70s and 80s. So when I got my Adams roll, I used some tape, some medical tape, and just kept tightening it down, making it harder and harder and harder. And I placed it strategically up underneath the bottom of my helmet so that when I was going to hit somebody or block somebody, I would engage my device into the helmet so I could transfer some of these forces away from my head and neck area. So as I became a chiropractor specializing in the neck, I started to study exactly what was going on during collision with crash test dummies at Virginia Tech. So we did some of the first dynamic neck testing ever done in football was done in 2006, which is hard to believe.
Wow. It doesn't seem like that long ago, does it?
Right. And that's, one of the things I think we're missing is that we've never really studied what happens. Yeah, we're creating great helmets, but what happens when the force goes after the helmet absorbs some of the force, then it goes to the skull, and where else does it go? So what I'm trying to do with the Kerr collar is to make a system that engages the helmet during collision to absorb and disperse the forces similar to crash test, when you're crash testing a car. Understand crumple zones. Understand how do you absorb some of these forces that are generated during collision.